Excellent name! Obs Not Bobs, welcome to Canberra. We're so happy that you're here and that you're going to play and that you're going to go into Jabiluka and represent the fabulous people of Canberra.
We are being dressed by Ron. He's I just met him today and he's offered to dress us for tonight's gig.
Yay!
Oh, one bus at last in Canberra.
Little baby cup. Yay!
Angie! Well met, Pete. Hello.
We were up all night, we finally got here, we were up till 5 AM outside Earth Star Matrix.
Check him out, man.
Whoa.
He drove us down here.
It's scary, mate. Hey, how are you, mate?
Good.
Look at him. Look at the state of that. That's terrifying, isn't it? That's a bus driver, Jen.
I know.
It was at the Canberra Aboriginal Tent Embassy where we met Uncle Kevin Buzzacott and Auntie Isabel Coe and other Indigenous elders and activists pushing for recognition of Indigenous sovereignty. We would have a lot more to do with them in the years that followed.
So we did big ceremonies and stuff there. The fire going, it's still going there. People still arrive and still attend there. We're sending the message to the whole country, all the gods and everything, that we're trying to do the right thing. We want to make peace.
Always has been Aboriginal land and always will be Aboriginal land.
Our sovereignty, our right to survive in our own country, as we choose.
Come and see denial of cultural freedom.
They're in my hand.
So we'll be taking these spears from the centre of the circle.
These are sacred objects.
Whilst I appreciate that, I would like you to hand them over to us now.
They are not in the ground, officer.
Are you prepared to hand the spears over now?
No.
5 members, move in please. Take the spears from the centre of the circle.
Hold them spears. You take these from me illegally. These are not in the ground. These are not in the ground. These are not illegal.
Well, I'll tell you what, you're going to get this one.
Come and witness it. Come and witness our denial. How they deny Aboriginal people our rights.
We'll be back. We have to come back.
We can't
We can't walk away from it. We come too far.
This is our country.
But we're not frightened from these poets.
Would it mean
We'll call all our mob in. We'll fill this park up. We'll make more than one little fire. We'll make hundreds and thousands. 2,000 fires. The game's coming up. 2,000 humpies. More than 2,000 sticks. We'll have more than 2,000 warriors. We'll have more warrioresses than everybody.
Mainstream Australian society and politics, by and large, have ignored or made worse Indigenous disadvantage. But many Australians have acted to make reparations and have forged alliances.
There's many people who've contributed to supporting Aboriginal people in their fight for their rights in this country. Without unity, you're not going to get change. For one part of the community, the owners of this country, to be excluded from this sort of stuff it's not what this country's about.
The time is 2:51, the 10th of the 7th, Friday. About 2 hours late, heading towards Parliament House, new Parliament House, to give it a go and put the banners up and do a real protest. So, see you then.
Now which way we go? Which way we go?
Well, pick a spot, mate.
Hey?
This is it. Pick a spot. Where are we going to set up?
So this is it. This is Parliament House. This is where they've given permission to mine Jabiluka, and this is where we've brought our message.
It's not in a legal parking area.
Okay, we'll just slip it in the legal parking, yeah?
All right, we're ready now. Okay, if I could just ask your names and what you think of uranium mining.
Senator Andrew Bartlett. I'm Democrat Senator from Queensland, based in Brisbane. No uranium mines in Queensland. Hope to keep it that way and get rid of all around the rest of the country.
My name's Natasha Stott-Despoja. I'm also a Democrat senator from South Australia.
Deputy leader.
And deputy leader of the Democrats. I joined a party that is opposed to uranium mining, and that's how we have always been and will always be. We've opposed any kind of uranium mining, not only under this government, in particular Jabiluka, not only because we know it's wrong economically, socially, environmentally, but also because a majority of Australians don't want mining in their national parks. We've sent a very strong message of solidarity and support.
Do we get to check out the bus or what?
Yeah, let's go and have a look. Come on. Excellent. Yeah.
Ex-State Transit Leyland Leopard 1974. Starting with the cockpit. And it's a bit of a disarray in here at the moment.
Excuse the mess, guys. We packed last night. We left out at 4 in the morning.
But we've got a whole, we've got all our food, organic food that we bought. It's all on the bus. We've got instruments and we've got turntables, and we do club nights and parties along the way.
Good size sound system to take with it. Oh yeah, you can't go anywhere without the disco ball. Big sound system there.
All right.
They're the subs. There you go, Doof.
Better than the usual car stereo, eh?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. And yeah, we've got the senators from the Democrats are down here at the moment, and we're wondering whether we can speak to Bob Brown.
We're going to take this bus up to Kakadu,
Yeah.
and on the way do lots of little stalls and weird little information installations.
Ah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
And raising money for petrol along the way.
How's that going?
That's going well.
They're just up there, having sold out the rights of Indigenous people. They're about to sell out the telephone system at the moment, so that's why we're still here. I've been to Kakadu a few times, including since the blockade's been underway, and I'm going back again. But I want to go up and join the blockade again, and feel really strongly about being there with everybody else.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, we'll be there in about 6 weeks or so.
I might see you up there.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Right.
Yeah. So it's really hard for the Indigenous people who have got a tent embassy the other side of Parliament House, the old Parliament House down there, to get in and to have any say, and they're not on familiar ground, and every barrier's up against them.
I think there is time left to sort of make amends, sort of to heal the planet, rather than sort of extracting for pure monetary gains, almost sort of put back in, because like it's not just the sort of politicians, the material sort of the big industries. It's like everyone's on this planet. They don't own the planet, you know what I mean? No one owns the planet. So what gives them the right to sort of rip it up and sort of cause total havoc?
Yeah, well, so you make me optimistic just listening to you.
Yeah.
See us.
Bye-bye.
Well, we didn't get the sounds going, but we got the communication going with Democrats, a couple of representatives from Democrats and Bob Brown, who gave us full support in what we're doing. Jenny fell to pieces, but
we had a silent movement.
It was silent but effective, and we mimed a dance. Without any power, we don't really, we can run without electricity.
Like your hardcore.
Everything went fine. We did a massive ritual. I've still got my costume on.
So where are we going now, dudes? What are we going to do?
The Steetsies!
Youth Centre in Canberra.
It was an amazing journey, all the way from Sydney down through the snowy mountains, almost freezing at the side of the road.
An hour and a half out of Canberra, in the dead of night, the bus stopped moving, and the crew was stranded for about 48 hours on the freezing side of the road at Nimitable.
Well, it's about 10:15 on a Sunday morning. As you can see, the bus is stopped. I think we had frozen fuel lines last night. Got to wait till the fuel lines thaw out, then off we go again.
Well, mate, the update at the moment is we had about 4 air leaks in our fuel line, and being diesel, it's no good. And so at the moment we're attempting to pump fuel over to the injectors, because we've sealed all the air leaks on this side, and we're going to crack a line over, and the fuel comes out that end. going to be there. And due to thanks of a lot of people like Alan walking up the road who we met this morning, popped in out of nowhere.
Let's crank this bus, see if it works, eh? It's from the cold, is it?
Yeah, it being split and it's got cold air in it and stuff.
I just remember people like, especially Ben, actually lying underneath the bus for ages, just trying to thaw those fuel lines.
It's actually going to be nice.
So what's your name?
Conan.
Conan, cool.
We're more like entertaining and we're a big troop, so it's a bit like a circus and that.
Multimedia
Some of
circus,
us,
eh?
yeah, we're multimedia, some of us do gigs. We all can do 12 fire and that sort of stuff.
Good
you know.
stuff, yeah. My young fella's into that flat out.
Yeah.
We went to the solstice party in Buchan. Doof music for 3 days.
Yeah, I done that one. Yeah, I went down there.
What did you think of it?
Oh, it's cool.
Yeah. What do you think of the music?
It was awesome. I stayed up all night. Whenever I was meant to be asleep, I was always still up partying, doing fire dancing when my dad was snoring asleep.
Actually, it's South Buchan at a place called Stone Edge Caravan Park.